Archangel Michael says, there's a quiet pain forming like a storm inside someone who once looked at you with eyes full of light. That silence you've been feeling lately isn't just distance, it's a slow departure wrapped in hesitation and heavy secrets. What you don't see is that they've already begun walking away in their heart, and the reason will burn like fire when you find it out. It started small, like a crack in the glass, unseen at first, silent, and still. But now the weight of time and unspoken words is pressing down, making that crack grow wider with every passing moment. Someone close to your soul is pulling away, not because of hate, but because of a heaviness they can no longer hide. They've been pretending everything is fine, smiling when needed, showing up when expected. But inside, they are already fading from the future you once imagined together. This departure is not loud, it's whispering through routine and woven into their pauses. Archangel Michael says, they carry guilt like chains. Not because they wronged you, but because they feel like they can no longer be who you need them to be. The person you believe is your forever has been slipping into a different world behind your back. The world they're being pulled into is tempting, smooth, and dangerous. Someone else has been speaking into their ear, feeding them doubts, showing them illusions. You were never the problem, what changed is who they've been listening to. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They've been wrestling with their conscience, torn between loyalty and temptation. Every time they look at you, they see the life they promised, but also the life they feel they're losing touch with. The pain they're causing you is not intentional, but the damage is already in motion. They've reached a place of silence that even your warmth can't melt now. What they once treasured in you is now being compared to lies dressed as truth. It's not that they stopped loving you, it's that someone made them doubt if love alone is enough. Someone else has poisoned their clarity. That third presence you never saw is the one causing this heartbreak to blossom. And now, your soulmate is preparing to leave, and never come back. They've been writing a goodbye in their mind, rehearsing the escape silently. Their feet haven't moved yet, but their heart has already taken 2 steps away from you. You are being left behind without even knowing the final goodbye is already written in their soul. You can feel it, can't you? The way their words sound less colorful, the way their touch feels colder, the way their eyes avoid yours in long silences. These are signs you've ignored, thinking things would fix themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 144. But nothing heals if it keeps bleeding in the dark. Their heart is no longer beating in rhythm with yours, and you can't force harmony from someone who's already hearing another melody. The truth is, they've made up their mind, they just haven't found the courage to tell you yet. Archangel Michael says, they are planning a life without you, step by step, quietly. They are already considering the places they'll go, the people they'll see, the new reality that won't have your name in it. Every delay is only a cushion for the blow they think you'll never see coming. They wanted to love you forever, truly. But something infected their devotion, made them question their purpose with you. That infection came from a source close by, disguised as a friend or confidant who whispered poison day by day. This betrayal isn't just from them, it's from the one who encouraged their distance. This person saw your happiness and hated it. They planted doubt like seeds in your soulmate's heart until the garden of love turned into a forest of confusion. Your soulmate now believes lies over truth. They see problems where there were only misunderstandings. They have chosen to retreat instead of confront, and this is the most silent form of betrayal, walking away without warning. Type Amen to get blessing 828. They'll soon pack their truth into silence and leave a goodbye note written in absence. You won't find words, just their shadow fading behind you, their voice no longer echoing in your home. They'll go quietly, as if they were never meant to stay. This is not your punishment. This is a result of a chain of events you were not even aware of. But the heartbreak, unfortunately, will land in your hands. You love them so deeply, so openly, without restraint. That love, unfortunately, became too easy for them to take for granted. They mistook your loyalty for permanence and stopped choosing you daily. They thought you'd always be there, no matter what. And now, they're testing how far you'll follow before giving up. But some roads are not meant to be chased. Archangel Michael says, you need to be ready. This separation will be quiet, but it will echo like thunder inside your soul. It will teach you the price of trusting someone too much without knowing how deep their roots go. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Your soulmate is preparing to walk away forever, and they believe they're doing it for their own good. They don't see the destruction they're leaving behind. They only see their own confusion as a map forward. Their heart is no longer synchronized with yours. And once that harmony breaks, it's hard to bring it back. They feel they're being pulled to a different destiny, one you are not part of anymore. This hurts because it was real. It hurts because you were true. But love is not always enough to keep someone who has already left in spirit. They were the one who said they'd never leave. They promised to grow with you, to fight for you. But they're not fighting anymore, they're letting go. The hands that once held you in safety are now trembling in fear of the future. They no longer see you as a home. They see you as a memory, even while you're still here. Type Amen to get blessing 515. The saddest part is, you still love them with everything in you. And they know it, but they don't know what to do with it anymore. They feel guilty, but not guilty enough to stay. They've convinced themselves that this departure is necessary. That they are growing and you are standing still. But the truth is, they're running, not evolving. Running from problems. Running from accountability. Running from the mirror you hold up to their soul. Archangel Michael says, they may come to regret it one day, but you must prepare. This is not just heartbreak, it's a severing. And healing must begin where closure has refused to show up. They won't say goodbye with tears. They'll say it with silence, absence, distance. That's how you'll know it's real. Type Amen to get blessing 666. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The person who once made you feel like you were everything, now acts like you're in the way. Their behavior has shifted. Their energy has turned from warmth to indifference. You deserve more than breadcrumbs from someone you once gave the whole banquet to. You deserve presence, not just promises. And if they can't see that anymore, let their blindness be their loss. This moment may break you, but it will also rebuild you. The emptiness they leave behind will become the space where strength rises. Pain will become the teacher, and clarity the gift. They were not your forever. They were your lesson. And now, that lesson is concluding, even if your heart still clings to hope. Archangel Michael says, release them before their absence poisons your peace. Let them go so something greater can enter. Let their betrayal become your elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You did nothing wrong. You loved with purity, walked with truth, offered everything without keeping count. And they walked away, not because of your lack, but because of their confusion. Let them walk. Let them vanish into their own chaos. One day they may search for what you gave freely, and never find it again. But by then, you will have already risen. Stronger. Wiser. Untouched by their ghost. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Let them leave. Let your heart mourn. But after the mourning, let your spirit shine again. Because the one who's meant to stay will never leave, not even when storms shake the world. They'll hold you through the fire, not run from it. And that is the kind of soulmate your spirit truly deserves. They'll come to realize what they lost, but by then, it will be too late. The door they closed will not open the same way again, because by the time they turn back, you will no longer be standing in the place they left you. You will have transformed your pain into purpose, your tears into a river that led you to a new path. Every night you lie awake wondering why they changed, why things aren't like before, a new part of you is awakening. That ache in your chest, it's not weakness, it's the fire of your rebirth. You are not being punished, you are being prepared. Their leaving is not the end of your story. It is the end of a chapter that needed to close for you to rise higher. You were never meant to remain where love is treated as an option. Type Amen to get blessing 434. The reason they're walking away now is because your light has started to outshine the version of you they fell in love with. They wanted you to stay small, predictable, safe. But you started to grow wings, and they became afraid of your flight. They don't know how to love you as you evolve. Instead of growing with you, they decided to pull away. They convinced themselves that they no longer belong by your side, and maybe, they're right. Not because you're unlovable, but because not everyone is meant to journey with you to the top. Their energy can no longer handle the weight of your becoming. And it hurts because you hoped they'd be the one beside you forever. Now, they're slipping, fading, detaching. They're in the same room, but not the same world. They're speaking, but the words carry no meaning anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 311. Their eyes no longer light up when they see you. Their voice lacks the softness it once had for your name. And even when you hold them, they feel like a stranger dressed in the body of someone you love. You feel their distance like an invisible wall. No matter what you do, how much you give, they're always just slightly out of reach. You are loving a version of them that only exists in memory now. Archangel Michael says, "It is not your fault. You gave everything they asked for." But sometimes, even love isn't enough when the heart of another person has made its choice. They've chosen to walk away without slamming the door. They're fading slowly to soften the blow, thinking it'll hurt less. But the slow departure is more cruel than a clean break. They're already half gone. You're clinging to a presence that is only an echo now. And the echo is getting fainter every day. Type Amen to get blessing 808. You are not meant to chase them. You are meant to face forward and step into the divine alignment of what comes next. Let them go before their absence erodes your worth. You are powerful beyond your pain. You are a soul of rare beauty, grace, and resilience. And what is leaving you now is simply not equipped to hold the greatness of who you are becoming. The universe doesn't take without giving. This heartbreak will open space for something extraordinary. But first, you must release the illusion. The illusion that they were your forever. The illusion that love means suffering. The illusion that holding on will fix what's already broken. Archangel Michael says, a sacred release is needed. This goodbye is not a punishment, it is a doorway. And on the other side is your peace, your power, your real forever. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Let them leave without guilt. Let them take their shadows and uncertainty with them. Your light deserves to stand in the sun, not hide under the clouds of someone else's indecision. They are not ready for the kind of love you bring. You are not too much, you were just too real for someone who preferred fantasy. And now, their fantasy is pulling them away from truth. Let them walk into that fantasy. Let them lose themselves. Because in doing so, they are setting you free. Free to rise. Free to heal. Free to find the one who won't run at the first storm. You will cry, yes. The nights may stretch long. But each tear is a baptism into a stronger you. Type Amen to get blessing 636. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Your soulmate is about to leave, and there is nothing you can do to stop it. But what you can do is protect your heart from breaking so deep it forgets how to beat. You can gather the pieces before they shatter completely. Reclaim your worth. Reclaim your time. Reclaim your dreams. They were never your entire story. They were just a chapter that came with lessons wrapped in kisses. A chapter that's ending so you can begin a new one, this time with yourself as the hero. They will regret this. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but the moment will come. And when it does, you'll no longer be available for their return. Archangel Michael says, silence is now your answer. You don't need to explain what they chose to ignore. You owe them no closure, they created their own ending. Type Amen to get blessing 565. When they look back and see the trail of love you gave, they will understand what they threw away. They will search for it again, and never find it in anyone else. Because the kind of love you offered is not found twice. But you, yes, you, will find love again. Not the kind that leaves. Not the kind that questions. The kind that stays and sees every part of you and still chooses you every single day. This ending is not your undoing. It is your unchaining. You are being released from what no longer serves your destiny. You didn't lose them. They lost you. And the universe is watching. Archangel Michael says, divine justice never sleeps. Your heart will be restored, not by the return of what's gone, but by the arrival of what's truly meant. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Let them leave. Close the door gently. And do not look back. The one who's coming will not need convincing. They will arrive ready. Ready to stay, ready to build, ready to grow. And you, by then, will have already remembered who you are. A warrior. A lover. A soul that heals oceans. You will rise from this. More beautiful. More radiant. More whole. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Their absence might echo for a while, but it will not be eternal. That haunting silence they leave behind will eventually turn into a sacred stillness, and from that stillness, something beautiful will begin to bloom. The pain will pass, but the strength it births in you will remain forever. You are walking through the ashes now, but you are not alone. Every step you take away from the one who could not stay is a step toward the one who is already on their way to you. They will not come with confusion, they will come with clarity, certainty, and courage. Archangel Michael says, there is a divine love being prepared behind the veil of this loss. You may not see it yet, but it is moving toward you with unwavering intention. This heartbreak was the final test, and you are passing it with grace, even if it feels like you're breaking. Your soulmate leaving you was never the end, it was the turning point. And the moment you choose to stop chasing ghosts, you will find angels waiting with open arms. Let the tears fall, yes, but let them fall on the soil where your healing is being planted. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. You may wake up thinking of them, wondering what could have been. You might hear a song, or see a photo, and feel that ache clawing through your chest. But know this, even sorrow has an expiration date, and yours is approaching. The person you thought would stay forever was never meant to last beyond this season. Their role in your story is complete, even if they ended it cruelly. Do not extend your pain by begging fate to reverse what is written. Your energy is sacred. Do not offer it to someone who treated it like an afterthought. Reclaim yourself. Pull your light back from the corners of their shadow. Archangel Michael says, some exits are not betrayals, they're divine interventions. You were not abandoned. You were rescued. And even if it came with a tear, it came with purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. They didn't understand your value because they were too consumed by their own lack. They thought they needed something else, someone else, some other path. But the treasure they left behind was you. Let that be their lesson, not your burden. Let it be their silence, not your story. You were never meant to stay in places where your worth needed defending. And while they begin to feel the emptiness they chose, you will begin to feel the wholeness you are reclaiming. You will laugh again. You will love again. You will rise. Even if you don't believe it yet, you are healing with every breath. You are evolving with every tear. And you are being protected in ways you don't yet see. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. There is someone watching you from afar, someone who sees the light your soulmate was blind to. This person feels your energy without needing to own it. They admire you not for what you offer, but for who you are. They are not rushing toward you just yet, because the universe is giving you space to grieve, to shed, to release. But they are coming. With peace in their eyes. With truth in their heart. You will recognize them because their presence will not hurt. Their words will not confuse. And their love will not threaten your peace. Archangel Michael says, your real love story hasn't even started yet. What you thought was the pinnacle was only the prologue. The main chapters begin now. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. This soulmate who is leaving was necessary, but not permanent. They came to activate a part of you that had gone quiet. They came to push you back toward yourself. And now that their purpose is fulfilled, they are fading. Let them. Let them go without guilt, without chasing, without closing your own doors in the process. Because the one who comes next will knock gently, but enter boldly. They will stay through storms, not just sunshine. They will be your mirror, not your mask. You do not need to lower your standards or shrink your soul to be loved. You simply need to hold space, for the kind of love that doesn't abandon when it gets uncomfortable. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. You've come so far already. Do not go back to who you were before the pain just to keep someone who doesn't see you now. You've bled, you've bent, you've broken, but you didn't disappear. You're still here. And that means your purpose is bigger than this moment of loss. It means your light still has more to do, more to shine, more to love. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are blooming, even now, in the dirt they left behind. Archangel Michael says, when one soul walks out, heaven prepares another. When one door closes, 1,000 blessings begin their journey toward you. When one hand lets go, another is already stretching toward yours. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. The door they're closing behind them was never yours to hold open. You were the light in their world, and now they must walk into the darkness they chose. Even if they never return, your radiance remains untouched. Archangel Michael says, do not chase what God is trying to remove. Let go with quiet dignity. Let go with sacred strength. This was never your failure. This was their fear. They couldn't meet you where you were rising, so they chose to fall away. It's their absence that will teach them what your presence truly meant. They will feel it in every quiet moment, in every hollow smile. And the memory of you will haunt them sweeter than any lie they've embraced. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You are not unworthy because they left. You are rare because you stayed true even as they became someone else. Loyalty is not a weakness, it's a crown, and you wear it still. Even as they vanish into someone else's world, they will never find another you. They may search for your laughter in new rooms, or your embrace in unfamiliar arms. But they will only ever find shadows. Their decision to walk away will grow heavier with each passing day. Because what they thought was ordinary love was actually divine. And what they mistook as control was your deep compassion. One day they'll want to return. But the version of you that begged them to stay will no longer exist. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You are evolving, shifting, shedding the sorrow. And as your spirit ascends, the pain will begin to soften like melting ice. Every tear cried now is creating space for grace. You must let go of the dream you had with them. It was beautiful, yes, but beauty alone cannot hold up a future. Dreams must be built by two hearts, not just one. Archangel Michael says, your highest self is calling. And the weight of someone else's confusion cannot come with you into this next chapter. Let them stay behind in the story that has already ended. There is a peace on the other side of this goodbye that will calm even your deepest fears. You will breathe again. You will laugh again. And you will not miss what nearly broke you. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Let the silence between you now be your sanctuary. Stop checking their status. Stop wondering if they miss you. Stop holding space for someone who already made the choice to disappear. You deserve someone who doesn't hesitate to choose you, even on your hardest days. Someone who listens when you whisper and stands with you when storms arrive. That kind of love is real, and it's coming. But it can only arrive when you've cleared the space left behind by the one who walked away. So, grieve them. Mourn the loss. Then open the windows of your heart to what's next. Their chapter in your life has ended, and that's okay. It doesn't mean the story failed, it means it served its purpose. Now, a new chapter is waiting to be written with hands that won't let go. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Let the universe hear your surrender. Release the pain, the memories, the guilt, the unanswered texts. It's no longer your burden to carry. You gave them your best. You gave them loyalty, truth, presence, and warmth. And they still chose to leave. So now it's your turn, to choose yourself. To rise from the ache. To build your joy again. Archangel Michael says, there is a sacred reward for hearts that break open but still believe in love. Your heart is still capable of miracles. And the greatest one is already on its way to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. They may have left without explanation. They may have ghosted you in the middle of your loyalty. But they cannot erase your light. You are being rebuilt in silence. Reconstructed in spirit. And renewed in power. You won't even recognize yourself a few months from now. You will smile deeper. Walk stronger. And feel lighter. What's leaving you now is only making room for what belongs to you eternally. This is the great divine exchange. Let go, to receive. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.